5 years ago, on August 9th, 2018, Zolas Lab 2 was gone. That's not a joke. Out of completely nowhere. And all hope was lost for the world ever returning. At the time, that is. Yeah, because I eventually got it back 7 months later. Thank God. And fun fact, very recently just went through its second shutdown on August 3rd, 2023. But this one didn't last long because it only lasted until August 14th where we were able to get it back. Because the launcher was acting up on Rose Crystal's account for some reason. Thankfully, that got resolved very quickly. And well, here we are, 4 weeks after the incident. And now, it's time to do what we were supposed to do at the beginning of the month. Operation Zolas Lab 2023 Part 2. Seized from existence. This would be from August 31st through September 4th, ending September 5th, respectively. So for basically all of Labor Day weekend, if you don't count the 31st, because I still have school that day. But the rest of the days after that, I don't, thankfully, because of Labor Day weekend. Hence why I put this event here in the first place. Yeah, I clearly planned that on purpose if you couldn't have told. And very soon, we should be seeing Rose Crystal again, so please look out for that. Within the first 2 missions, though, we won't be seeing Rose Crystal, but by mission 3, we should be seeing Rose Crystal again. So please look out for that as the event goes on. Jumping automatically into the event, we have August 31st, September 1st, September 2nd, September 3rd, and September 4th. These 4 days, respectively, I am off for Labor Day weekend. As for this day, I still have school that day, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh well. So, we're going to be going to February 18th, 2016 today. And then on September 1st, we'll be going to January 13th, 2016. And okay, that's a better way to actually put that. September 2nd, we're going to be going to August 9th, 2020. On September 3rd, we're going to be going to February 17th, 2022. And lastly, on Labor Day, September 4th, we're going to be going to January 9th, 2025. Which, of course, would be the future as of recording this very Operation Zolas Lab. Because eventually we'll hit that day in the future. In fact, if my future self in that time frame happens to be watching this, good job on making it there. Alright, in seriousness. Alright, it's time to activate this thing once and for all. And get this thing started. Now that is more like it. So with that being said, let's say goodbye to the present for a bit because we're not going to be back. Well, we'll be back here every day in the present just to view the mission board, but goodbye, present. We'll see you soon. Oh, right. I should probably get this out. And hop in here. And now, February 18th, 2016, the day the first ever Zolas Lab 2 war, or just the Zolas Lab war in general. Actually, all wars have been actually held here, so never mind. The first ever Zolas Lab versus Evil Sheet Leaders Lab war. This is going to be very interesting, as you finally get to see more of classic Zolas Lab 2. In fact, that's actually what a majority of these time periods are, or actually the first two specifically. But either way, it's going to be very fun. And with all that being said, let's freaking go! Well, here we are. February 18th, 2016. The first ever Zolas Lab war. Yeah, you've only seen the 2017 and 2020 wars, respectively. This is the only one that you haven't seen yet, and I think I did say a long while back that maybe one day we'll show the 2016 war. Well, now that's today! Hooray! Finally, this is the only one you have not seen yet. Let's go! Seriously, this one's very fun. Okay. We already have ourselves a problem here. Number 1, where's the battlefield? And number 2, what the frick happened to the freaking lab office? This is actually bad. Oh. This is not good at all. It's already fading away. The lab office is ceasing from existence. Dang, they're good. It's only the first mission, and they're already trying to get rid of the lab office here. Dang, they are good. That is very clever. But on our side, yeah, that's very bad. Let's see, going down here. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Here we are. Here we are. Whoa. I remember this. The war, where everything was dark. We see you've already found out what we've done to the office. Indeed. Soon it will be gone from existence as we continue to erase everything in Zola's lab too. No, they're gone! Okay, we need to fix this now. Because if we don't, the lab office will cease to exist in the present. You have to realize how important this actually is. If we don't fix this now, the present day lab office will not exist in the present when we go back. That's how serious this truly is. Now, I'm going to be quite honest, this lab office is not going to take as long to fix as you may think. Now, if this was the Prismarine lab office that we have in the present, oh yeah, we would be here a whole lot longer than this. Thank God it's the smaller version. Wait, hold on, excuse me. Those guys didn't exist back then. Oh, never mind, they're just straight up gone now. Nice. That's one less thing we have to worry about. Alright, now let's go ahead and fix this thing. To be able to restore this thing to its former glory, we need to get the following pieces. And, ironically speaking, that is just these 4 pieces. Actually, wait, hold on. There we go. The desk, actually, is always like this, actually. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, looks like they left the Prismarine floor from the present here. I'll fix that off camera. That's gonna take way too long if we do it right now. I will go ahead and fix that off camera after the video before going back to the present. Before any of you ask, I think they left that here. To probably troll me. That's probably if I had to take a guess, actually. Actually, wait a second. We actually need one more for the roof. Give me just 1 second. Where the heck is that? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay, we're good now. Actually, speaking of roof, let's go ahead and do that real quick. So, yeah, this is not going to take long. And also, you may notice I'm going at a much faster pace compared to a lot of the other Operation Warlord. Because, yeah, we want this to be done as quick as possible for a reason, actually. Now, actually, you're probably thinking, why didn't I pull out glowstone for these? It's because these were actually turned off during the actual event. So those actually stay. So basically, it's the lab office in a more dark theme. And I mean in terms of its lighting, obviously. Not like, horror stuff. No. We didn't really get that serious with Halloween events until, like, I think 2019 or something. Or actually, I think it's 2020, but... regardless... yeah, this should... not take long at all, since the roof is one of the smallest things, actually. And also, you may have noticed the carpet is also transparent, too. Which we will get to that being fixed very soon. But you may notice the roof is not taking that long. Compared to everything else we're about to do. Now, the walls, oh yeah, those are going to be a pain to deal with. But you know what? It's worth it in saving this from ceasing from existence. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and fix those right now while we're here. Now, these are probably going to take the longest, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and, give me just 1 second. We're actually going to go ahead and place all the purple ones down first, and then do the magenta ones, and then the pink ones. Now, these also won't take too long, considering I'm just doing one colored block at a time, so we don't have to keep wasting our time. Okay, why are those chests there? Are those more things in the present that I have to remove? I could just deal with those off camera if that happens to be the case. Oh, right. I keep forgetting we already did the roof. Alright. Oh, right. There we go. And actually, we can actually do this on the inside. It is actually much easier on the inside. Never mind. Yeah, doing this on the inside, I think, is actually much easier in my favor. Why? Well, it gets it done faster, so I don't have to keep going around the room like, you know, flying around the outside of the lab just to fix these. No, I think doing them on the inside is much easier since you have a much better way at seeing them, I guess. But, yeah, you may notice we are going at a much faster pace. And I want to start doing that because I feel these missions become way too long over time. At least if you haven't managed to notice in the last few missions. Which, fun fact, there has not been a lab mission-based event since Operation Multiverse, which is actually pretty wild. It's been almost nearly 5 months since the last mission-based event at the lab, and I honestly enjoyed the break. The break, I think, was definitely needed, considering we were doing so many goddamn lab mission-based events at the time. And so, yeah, I think that break was definitely needed for missions. So, I'm gonna just talk about that while we're here, because it is true, actually. I think that break was needed, because it got us to do a lot more stuff that wasn't mission-based, which was awesome. But now that break is over. But actually, it's only for about a month, actually. And then we're actually... Operation Clones, if you don't know, is going to be the last lab mission-based event for, like, the whole year. Which, thankfully, takes place on September 21st. So we got a few weeks until we got to deal with that. Which is good. And now, even though this right here, you may notice is purple here, that's because that's where the carpet goes above the floor. Which we'll get to. Very soon. I just gotta do the floor here, and then the carpet, and then we are done. And then we can finally explore this. Assuming I also gotta add the battlefield in here too, so I'll deal with that myself. Actually, that could be an off-camera thing that I'll do before I'm pausing. That is actually something I'm gonna do actually. So you guys don't have to watch me do that. The main part, obviously, is the lab office. That's the main idea. Alright, so we're going to do that. There we go. And I think we're actually done with the floor, which is really good, because now we get to just add the carpet, and then we're done. Straight up. Like, we are straight up done after this. And then we can finally explore that time period, and then we're done for this whole entire episode, which is awesome. Because... it will get annoying if these episodes do become a little too long. And that's what a majority of these actually are, fun fact, if you hadn't managed to notice. They do end up becoming pretty long over time, so, would you look at that? We're already done. I just wanted to talk about some stuff. I love talking about stuff while we do mission-based events, so it doesn't become too boring, when fixing things, so I just talk about stuff. I know I could probably talk about more interesting stuff, and I probably will do that in future episodes. But for the time being, here's the war. Well, at least after I add in the battlefield. Give me just 1 sec. Wait a second. Actually, if I recall, I think this entire open area right here was the battlefield, which means I don't think anything actually was here. Guys, I actually got to remember this from memory, so... I do apologize if I get these things wrong, although you haven't seen this before, so how am I supposed to tell you? Regardless, let's finally jump into this. So here's the lab office. It was all dark during the War of 2016. Looks very cool. Jumping down to the actual lab itself, this is where things actually get a little more interesting, because now you get to see it from a completely different perspective, aka very dark. And we mean very dark in a way in terms of its lighting, which is very cool. You'll notice that... okay, I think that's my keyboard. I haven't replaced the batteries in this thing for so long that now it's starting to act up after the entire summer. I don't think I've had to replace these since May or something. And it's surprising that it's finally acting up now after all this time. That's impressive that it's managed to last the whole summer without me having to replace it once. And now, at the end of the summer, that's when it decides to do it? Perfect timing! No, seriously, that is perfect timing, man. It's finally... yeah, see? That's my keyboard that's making me stop there if you hadn't managed to notice. So, hopefully I'll have enough to finish this. In terms of, using the keyboard. But War of 2016, guys. This is when the whole lab was dark. Actually, I think it looked more like this with the default lighting, actually. Because I don't think we had the bright lighting at the time. So, regardless, yeah, I think this is what it actually looked like. It was a little bit darker here, here than, years going forward, actually, I think some of the years going forward, the lighting was even darker than this, but regardless, for the time being, it worked pretty well. And that is the entire War of 2016. Except for Evil She Leader's base being introduced on this day, oh frickin' boy, yeah. Yeah, did I ever mention that this was actually introduced the same day as the war? Yeah. You probably didn't realize that. Why is there 2 Master Evil Wonkers banners over there? Also, yeah, oh wait, sorry, speaking of which, he didn't even exist here, so we need to burn these at all costs. Problem? Where are we gonna burn these? Ah, frick it, let's just throw it in the ocean at this point. Well, that wraps up the War of 2016. Not even kidding. That wraps it all up right there. There's nothing else to say. I'm not even kidding. There is literally nothing else to say. Wait, that's better. Add it in the wrong lighting. There we go. That's more like it. Well, that's it. That's literally it. And yes, the UFO was here at the time, by the way, because it actually arrived for this war to help us out. So that was pretty nice. So, with all that being said, that is it for this episode. And as always, Operation Zola's 2023 Part 2 is